Hello, welcome to Switched On. My name's Paul, and another game we're going to be looking at after Bulletstorm and Risk of Rain 2. Both landed on the Switch last night. Picked them both up, and already had a look at Bulletstorm, so check that video out. And now we're looking at Risk of Rain 2, which was a game I was really looking forward to from the clips they showed off in the last Direct. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at it, show you how it runs on the Switch, and tell you a little bit about it. It came out, I think it's $29 in the US, $29.99. And what this is a roguelike based on the 2D side-scrolling game, but now it's all in 3D. And I played a little bit of it last night after it downloaded, and it's a difficult game, no doubt about that. But it's weird, it's kind of a remake of the original game, but all in 3D instead of 2D. So you have to run around this planet trying to find objectives. So you've got objectives in the top right hand corner. So our first objective here is to find a teleporter. But you've also got a bar. Look at the bar in the top right hand corner. It says easy at the moment. Now that bar keeps ticking along, and the game gets progressively more difficult. So the longer you stay in a level, the longer it takes you to find the objectives, the tougher and tougher the game gets, which is the mechanic of the original 2D game. So you can see at the moment here, things are pretty easy. There's no real enemies about. We've started to get a few pot shots taken at us now by these things in the sky, but you know, relatively straightforward. We've got a few special abilities, and you can unlock more as the game goes on. It's kind of a balancing act now, because the longer I'm hanging around here shooting these things, that bar is still ticking away, and the game is getting gradually more difficult. So we need to get a shift on. Now, also dotted around the level, I can't find any yet, which is weird. But again, it's a roguelike, so level layouts are randomized. But there are little blue sort of barrels. We need to find them and unlock them, because in there is the cash we need to unlock other things in the level. But we can't find any barrels. This is not good. Get rid of these annoying things. So controls, left stick, right stick to move, standard stuff. ZR to shoot. And then you've got abilities mapped to ZL, L and R, and an extra ability mapped to X at some point. And then clicking in the right left stick lets you run. As you can see, now we're starting to get a few things chasing us, and also, you know, as well as numbers, enemies getting, you know, more quantity, they also grow in difficulty. And so a couple of problems I had with this from the games I played last night, and that's that A, it's very difficult, and B, it's hard to find out where this objective is. I'm sure in the 2D game, I played the 2D game a bit on other platforms. I'm sure I've actually got it on the Switch, but I don't feel like I've played it a lot. But I'm sure in the 2D version, you kind of had a marker pointing you to where the objective was. And the levels were huge, you know, 2D side-scrolling levels. But again, they were sort of procedurally generated. But I do remember you could kind of get some idea of where you were going, even though it was tricky to get there. Unless that was an ability that you could pick up that I remember having. But here we are, kind of back around to where we started. So we see there that... Oh, we can actually grab that. So here we go. So we've activated something. That costs 40... whatever it is, 40 coins. It says dollars, but obviously we're in some sort of futuristic world, so it's not dollars. And you can sort of pay to activate these things that are on the ground. So you see that one there will cost 50. If we had 50, we've got $22 at the moment in the top corner of the screen. We really need to find these barrels. Whee! Oh, shouldn't have done that. And where is this objective? Is that the objective? Nope. Okay, what's through here? We've got kind of a tunnel through here. Still being shot at. And the interesting thing about this game is on Steam, where it originated, it's still in early access and is expected to be so till I believe it's March next year. So really odd that another game in early access, and you can sort of tell in the menus here on the Switch, it actually sort of talks about features that are coming. Oh, I'll do that. So yeah, this isn't a finished game, by the way, and it's not like they're charging us less for it. You know, this is a £25, $29 release, and they've just died. So yeah, it's weird. Early access game on the Switch. Apparently this is up to date with the PC version, and I'm sure we'll get updates as, you know, that early access game gets updated on Steam. I'm sure we'll get those updates as well. But yeah, there we go. That was my first run, or, you know, first run on this video, obviously. 879 points. Get different points on the left hand side. Another problem, got a few niggles with this game. Another problem is the text is tiny. I mean, I'm sitting quite close to the TV at the moment when I'm doing my recording, but on my big TV, my living room, I can barely see the text on the screen. So that's a big problem. So as you go through the game, you can unlock extra classes. At the moment with a commando class, we've got these other classes to unlock. See here that this piece of content is still in development, come back soon. So obviously they're going to add more classes. You've got this over here, game modifiers that can be found in the world, coming soon. So just be warned, if you do fancy this one, and you know, from this video maybe like the look of it, just be warned that it's not complete. You would assume it will be complete, but you know, there's no guarantee with these early access games what's going to get added. You know, with the best will in the world, developers, you know, want to add things, but sometimes the ambition outstrips the development. So here's a barrel, so we'll open that. It's got a load of money inside. They're the things that we need to find, really, to get the money to buy the things that are dotted around the level. And I will say again, for the faults that are in the game, and the fact that it is early access, I actually really like it at the moment. When I first played it, my first couple of goes, I kind of hated it and thinking like, what the hell is this? But the more I played it, and I think it's a lot of the same with a lot of roguelikes, the more you play it and the more you get used to the systems, the more you get used to the enemies and what the game expects of you, the more it sort of feels like you get a bit more of an understanding each time you play it of what you need to be doing, which of course is going to make the game more enjoyable. Certainly seems to run okay. I saw some comments on Reddit. People were really surprised that this was released because on the later levels on the PC, it can take a real hit in performance on, you know, a reasonably decent PC. So people are very skeptical how this is going to run on the later levels on the Switch. So just be warned on that. I've not got very far in this yet, but just be warned that, you know, there is the possibility of performance issues later on in the game. And that chest cost us $25 to open, but it's got a bustling fungus. Heal all nearby allies after standing still for 2 seconds. Because of course, that's the other thing I should mention, is this game has got online multiplayer. I think for 4 players. Not had a chance to play the online yet. But yeah, online multiplayer for 4 players. Getting absolutely battered. So that was a good time to escape. That's going to cost $25 to open as well. But why the heck not? Topaz brooch. Gain a temporary barrier on a kill. That sounds good. Barriers are always good, especially as the game's getting harder. Now I've had about, I don't know, 10-12 runs at this, including these couple here. And I've only found the objective once. So I may need to look at some wikis or something and find out if there's something I'm doing wrong, or if you are tasked mainly with just aimlessly wandering around until you stumble across the objective. Here's another chest with another item in it. Chronoblade, slow enemies on hit. Yeah, that works. So you've got this dodge roll as well with this character. Sorry, they haven't used that yet really on the L button. And you may see as I'm activating these buttons in the bottom right hand corner, there's a cooldown on all of these abilities. Now, is this the objective? Pray to the shine of combat. Quite sure what that did. Building up quite a following now and kind of backed myself into a dead end, which isn't great. Whee! Just jump off the edge, that's fine. And get the heck out of here. Run, run, run. So, how are we doing on our difficulty level? Still an easy, but that is ticking down. And we've picked up a few abilities, so let's have a good scout round while we've got the jump on these people. People! Not people. Aliens. Right, something blue over there. Hopefully it's a chest. Oh, crumbs. Okay, so giant death robot is fine. Oh, great. Everybody's joining the party. Sod off. So, another chest. Oh, we've got no money. We've only got $19. Dodge rolling for all our life's worth to get out of the way of these death rays. It seems to be having much of an effect on these robots. Whoa, there we go. We're dead. Well, that was a bit more of an interesting run. Picked up some items there, but still didn't get to the objective. So, as I say, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe there is a more certain way to get to the objective and unlock that to clear the level. But, yeah, it'd be buggered if I could find it. But I quite enjoy that. So as I say, the more I'm playing it, the more I get used to what's happening, the better it feels. It is a roguelike, so everything is randomised each game. And obviously, you sort of... I'm not sure exactly what you're collecting for future runs, because that seems to be, like, obviously the key to roguelikes. And it's just those items, you know, once you buy those items, they become more readily available in the next run. But anyway, that's Risk of Rain. Runs okay, on the early levels at least, but say beware of the later levels that apparently can have some performance issues, and just be reminded that it is in early access, so it isn't a completely full game for the price, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to have seen a lower price for these games. I mean, Forager was the same. That's kind of an early access title on Switch with a lot of things in the game that say coming soon. So that's another weird one. But anyway, Risk of Rain, quick look for you. Show you how it runs. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe as always. And yeah, are you getting ready for a possible direct next week and September-geddon that's coming? Oh, wallets and time all going out the window this month. So, don't know. Lots to look forward to. But until then, let's keep getting the games and keep enjoying them. And hope you have a good weekend. And I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.